right, so we're going to be playing some Rimworld over here. And we're going to be naming people off of donators. And as a reminder, we're going to be streaming for 1 hour for every $1,000 we raise for the amazing Extra Life charity. All of the money that gets donated does go directly to the hospitals. And, that's fantastic. It's a great cause. We are specifically going to be supporting the Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto, which is a hospital that has done a lot of really amazing and important things for some really amazing and important people in my life. And so it's really wonderful to support them. In the past 4 years, we have collected $34,000. This is our 5th year doing it. And I guess if you add up what we've already collected this year, we're at around $38,000 in total, which is incredible. You people have been so generous over the last 4 years, and now this 5th year of doing it. And these streams are always one of the funnest things to do all year. So hopefully, if you sing I'm donating, oh, I don't know. You donate and I'll sing. How about that? I wonder what the price tag on that should be. I'm not sure. I will note that we do have a little bottle of something from the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund that we'll be breaking into later. You know, assuming the stream goes on long enough, which means, of course, you need to donate to make sure the stream goes on long enough. I'm just saying. Oh. That's the way it works. So if we donate 1 million, Quill needs to stream 1,000 hours, so we kind of kill him. Well, in that case, I'd probably still sleep in between. But yeah, we do a lot of marathoning. But yeah. Update the bottom bar. Oh, yes, the now playing. Thank you very much. Not sure what we'll be playing next. We might do some straw polls or something later on. But we're going to play Rimworld for a little while anyway. And see how far we can get. Just stream stopping. Or just stream sleeping. That might not be very exciting. Alright, so we're going to start a new colony. I'm going to go with the crash landed setup because it is just such a classic. Now, I will tell you this. I've actually just started a Let's Play. It hasn't aired yet. The videos are on YouTube, but they haven't been set up and scheduled yet. Since on Cassandra Classic and Extreme, sometimes it's a little too intense. You've got no pause at any point. I did start a Let's Play on Phoebe Chillax on Extreme, and I actually found that the pacing was a little too slow. Too much of a gap between events, and that includes early events where, like, people join your thing. It takes a little too long. So I think what we're going to do, just so we have a little bit more time to develop, we're going to be playing Cassandra Classic on intense difficulty. We're just going to bring it down 1 notch. Just to make it maybe a little bit less hectic and crazy. So we're going to see how that goes. We're going to go ahead and hit next. We're going to call our seed, we'll call this the Extra Life seed. So if you want to duplicate the world that I'm doing, you could do that simply by putting that into your seed there. We're going to generate the world, which just takes a second. And we could do Randy Random. That's true. But Randy Random, while it could just, like, kill you in the first 30 minutes, sometimes the randomness actually leads to things being a little bit too easy and not necessarily progressing the way we want. I'm thinking about doing a Rainforest start, which we've only done, I believe, once with our tribal start that proved to be, like, exceptionally difficult. I don't think I've done, like, a Rainforest run using standard Rimworld-in type people. And we could actually go with, like, so this is completely flat. I don't know if we want completely flat, but maybe we could get, like, small hills. And there's not a lot of that. I don't want to go mountainous, because that can almost make it too easy. There we go. Here's a tropical rainforest start with small hills. It's very warm. Even in the winter, it only drops down to 8.2 degrees. Basically, the growing period is, like, almost the entire year. There's going to be a little bit of a window from the first of winter to the 11th of winter. So there's going to be a 10-day window into winter where we may not be able to grow. But as long as we don't get, like, a cold snap, it probably won't even kill the plants. So, you know, we can probably get away without any greenhouses whatsoever, which may or may not be fun. I don't know. What else might be looking in for? Look out for panthers. Are we digging this? Oh god, rainforest, here comes malaria. Oh, well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Alright, we'll give that a go. Hey, we got a 12-month Twitch anniversary from Zingo. I know we missed tons and tons of resubs early, and I apologize for that. But yeah, I'm kind of digging this. Alright. What was 8.2 in American? I don't know. probably like 40 or 50 degrees. Something like that. Ooh, beautiful teetotaler. Can't caring social or firefighting, but you've had a lot of passion for things. We might leave you in. Again, I'm going to try to avoid min-maxing too much on this. I do tend to reroll so that we don't have people who are complete garbage to start off with. And in particular, it'd be nice if everyone could haul. This person can't mine. Psychically hypersensitive can be annoying, but isn't the worst. What kind of, So we do have one good grower, and you actually have passion for crafting, which is nice. The artist here can fish, does have some passion for research, can craft as well, and actually can medicine, and can still haul. Okay, that's not terrible. We can potentially live with that. You can't scary cook or plant work. Again, we're getting tons of people. Wow. That is some crafting expertise and artwork. But is this... We don't have anyone who can social. We need someone who can social so that we can actually convince more people to join the party. I think we might re-roll Sparkles over here. That's some pretty great stats over there. We have to re-roll someone so that we can get a social skill. I think it might be her, actually. Her skills, I mean, other than artistic being very high, which honestly Sparkles can do. Yeah, I think she loses the list of awesome here. Yeah, redo tail, I see. So we're going to go and randomize you again. Very neurotic. Oh, can't do most things. That's no good. Okay, you can do everything. You're also quite good at medicine. Yeah, actually. That's quite good. Your social is fine. 6 isn't huge, but you got some passion for it. This can work. I don't like brawlers, unfortunately, but I think we'll have to put up with this. And you have a scar, so you're going to be in a little bit of pain. Wow, 14% pain all the time. So Char, well, whoever we rename you, is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass because he's always going to be a little unhappy because of pain. He's also a prostophobe, which means he doesn't like replacement body parts. So he can't replace his leg with a bionic leg, which would be kind of handy. That would be too bad. But yeah, I think we've got a pretty good complement of things. You know, good shooter here, so Ben can do our hunting and cooking. Seems to be a pretty good pair, as well as growing crops. We've got a really good doctor and a social person. You can always haul. Not to mention, actually, you've got a lot of passion for a lot of things. And then Sparkles... While Sparkles actually doesn't have the highest research now, we actually might end up with Sparkles, or again, whatever we name this person, to be our primary researcher. Well, Char's not going to be that busy, actually. The medicine, maybe the cooking. We'll see. All right, I like it. Yeah, I know melee is surprisingly strong. I realize that. Like, you can do tons of damage with melee, especially if you get a body armor, or a body shield, like force field thing. But, all right, let's give this a start. Well, we'll rename people. So, I'm going to go and look, starting with the oldest donations. We've got Yukofin. Hopefully that's spelled correctly. I just recognize your name there, Petri. So Yukofin in there, because Yukofin's not written in the actual description. But we've got Reiru, who also came in with 100. Can I paste? I don't remember. Yes, Reiru over here. Excellent. And finally, next $100 donation is from Alefiend. So, Alefiend over here. Boom. All right, let's start this up. Ooh, and another big donation if we're up to 52%. Yeah, so this tool I've got has got a cool little tracker thing that will tell me when a donation comes in. But it seems to be stuck in an infinite loop for some reason. Even like quitting it and reloading it. See, it's just telling me again and again that Nulani donated the $10 that was like from ages ago. Let it play through here. Yeah, no, it's still stuck looping on the same one. Force refresh, maybe? Yay! Nope, still doing the same one, so I can't keep that alert, unfortunately. But who the heck just donated so much? Where's my page? Right, my page is there. I don't want to reload my last page, though. Hold on. 10 seconds. Because I'll lose my track here. What do we got going on? We have pseudo-random name donated $100. Thank you very much. We've got Jan came in with 15. We've got Reg Cooper coming in at 250. Thank you very much. Dragon Zed with a $100 donation. Anonymous with $100 as well. We've got Crispy Goth with 100. We've got Wolv with 100. We've got Andrew with 15. Thank you very much. We've got a couple of anonymous donations for 25 and 100. Italian Mobster coming in with 25. We've got an anonymous person from Kitchener, donated 50. The nickel's fine. Thank you for asking. We've got Mathis at 10. Anonymous at 50. Anonymous at 100. Alexander at 2. Berolov comes in at 25. Bobby at 15. And thank you very much. And again, we'll be rereading this entire list over and over again. So if you did get missed at some point, don't worry. We'll pick you up again. So, we're going to land over here. Ooh, we got an alpaca here. Conceivably could be farmed. Very exciting. Okay. So everyone has come in. First of all, most important question. What pet did we end up with? We got a cat. Now, I'm assuming, yeah, we can't train the cat to do anything. Cats are completely untrainable. No comment. I think Gilbert... Well, Gilbert would say, of course cats aren't trainable, but they're really good at training humans, which is exactly what Gilbert has done there. So we don't get to train a dog that we can carry around. Unfortunately, we can't rename the animals. I don't know why that's the case. I don't know why we can't rename animals, because certainly it would be very good. But we've got our kitty cat, Sophie, over here, who's bonded with Yukofin. And unfortunately, Yukofin, I cannot get you... I can't get Sophie attached to you. And I'm hoping that's not going to lead to a negative moodlet. Okay, not right now. Maybe because you can't be bonded. Now, the mods are basically the same as last time. I do have a cool one for mass unforbidding, which is so nice, because usually on these maps, you go and you land and you realize, oh, somewhere in the corner of the map, there's some freaking survival meals or something like that that have got, you know, that were never unforbidden. Well, now I can just say, unforbid everything. So we've just unforbidden 43 things simultaneously. Oh, I love it so much. Excellent. Okay, so we've got that. I don't remember who's our primary sort of shootist right over here. That's going to be Yukofin, who may be doing some hunting. We're going to get you to equip the survival rifle. Aelfiend, right? So Aelfiend can't really shoot, but you'll take the pistol anyway. And Reiru, who's a brawler, does not want to have a weapon, a ranged weapon equipped. So we're going to equip you with a plasteel knife, which is actually a very good knife. Knife, not the most devastating melee weapon, but let me scooch this up here. But the plasteel part of it is very, very effective. Now I want to move my camera to maybe say there. Looks all right, right? Dun 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 dun. Aelfiend, what's a filthy lie, Aelfiend? That you're not very good with guns? Maybe that's what you're responding to. All right, let's take a look at our setup here. So we are relatively central to the map where we are now, and there is some hills here that could provide a natural defensive barrier. I like that a lot. There's some steel over here, so if we like settled, say, here or something like that, that would also be a nice place for us to take advantage for some easy mining. Obviously, we're not mining into the mountains for our base. We're going to be building our base externally. Hopefully, this is not a danger zone over here. We're going to cross our fingers that did not end up being very bad. What are we looking for geothermals? We've got one there. What is this, Panther? Panther's can be very dangerous. Geothermal up there, not too far away from where we're talking about setting up. At a glance, I'm not seeing another geothermal nearby. Well, we've got another one here, actually. You know what this is making me think, then? Maybe, especially if this structure is not full of ancient danger, I think maybe we build sort of our base maybe around here more, with our doorway sort of facing south. That way, the door to our base is right in the center of the map. I kind of dig that. Oh yes, we'll need a name for the town. It'll probably Saddy Sad Town. No, maybe it'll be like Extra Life Town or something like that. We'll find out what's going on. Ant infestations are fun. Yeah, that's the other reason to stay the frick out of these goddamn mountains. But yeah, I think something like that's going to be good. It's going to be ancient danger, you figure? Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and instruct that we get some wood chops, say, over here. This will give us a bunch of wood and clear out some of the area that we're looking to start in. Oh, for our work, let's go and manual priority. So only one person can fight fires. That's kind of dangerous. And it is our doctor that does it as well. That makes me super unhappy. Flicking, that's fine. Negotiating, okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off all the other jobs. And we'll figure out where we're going to go from there. I'm going to try to take a bit more of a focused approach. Normally, I tend to have a lot of people with a lot of jobs on, which has pros and cons. But, like, I'd kind of like to have a full-time hauler, for example. Now, our current best constructor is Aelfine at a 10. Ukofin's got more passion, but it's currently only at a 6. It feels like early on we might get Aelfine to do that. And Rayru, who's got a cooking of 7, Ukofin 8. I don't remember. Ukofin's also going to be our hunter, right? So it's going to be something like probably hunt first, haul second. So you're going to shoot things, then you're going to haul the bodies, and then if there's nothing to haul, you can cook. Now, most likely we'll have to bring this up. Actually, we'll probably have to do something like this. Yeah, this to me feels like how Ukofin's going to operate. It's going to be hunt if we've got something designated for hunting. Otherwise, you're cooking and hauling and stuff like that, and that'll incorporate butchering as well. With Rayru over here, who's going to be doctoring and negotiating, what you'll probably do is do something like clean research. Actually, manage, clean research. Manage is a very short job. That's something for with one of the mods that'll come up later. So basically, you'll clean until you're done cleaning. Then you'll research. At some point, we'll get a robot to do the cleaning for us. That's going to be great. We do have to figure out who's going to take care of the growing as well. Ukofin's the best at that. You've got a lot of passion, Rayru, for it. Yeah, we're going to have Ukofin actually do that, probably above hunting. So let me do this instead. So you'll grow, then hunt, then cook and haul, which might delay some of our hauling, unfortunately. For Aelfine, I'm just going to do something like this for now. Construct and repair first, haul otherwise, and that's going to be good enough at this juncture. And then I can put some, like, low priority, you know, just low priority bits over there. I think that'll get us started. I'm going to be okay with that. Will we have Smoke Leaf? Yes, absolutely. We're going to be doing that. And the end result is Ukofin's going to spend most of his time doing sorry, that's not wrong. Right. Rayru, I don't know why the order is different here. Rayru's going to spend most of his time doing research in practice. A little cleaning from time to time, a little managing, but almost exclusively doing research. And we're going to try to power through some of the drug stuff right away. So, and for now, I'm going to put plant cut as a really high priority so we actually go and chop down trees. And that's going to be okay. Need colonist beds. Yes, absolutely right. The other thing we're going to do is very small bedrooms. Having a lot of luck with surprisingly small bedrooms in practice. And none of these big ones. It takes less material to build, takes up less space on the map. It's a lot less cleaning involved. It's so much better, these small bedrooms. That I was starting to see like more and more pictures of people's bases with these tiny little bedrooms show up online on Reddit and different things like that. And I've been trying things and confirming things. There's kind of, you can sort of play around with the fact that rooms don't extend through diagonal spaces so that you can use less material and also like cram more things together without making people feel crowded all the time. It's going to be really good. Really good. So, tradition in our family, we name all the cats after politicians. Last one was Bill. Oh, that's funny! I love it. Alright, so we need to get some wood ASAP. But what we can do is actually start planning some of our buildings over here. So, because, yeah, I can start just structurizing things. So, for example, for our bedrooms, we're going to start with sleep spots. Furniture. We're not going to get beds instantly. But what we're going to do is do something like... So, is this marsh? Presumably I can build on some of that, but not all of it. We'll go somewhere like here. Bed, 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 bed. I'm going to go with like 5 sleeping spots like this for now. And so our structure is going to go... it's going to extend out some amount this way. And then this is going to look very funny, but the doors are going to be like this. Okay, these are going to look funny because they're going to be sideways. If you were to build this structure sort of more vertically oriented, then those doors would actually look more sensible. But this will work perfectly fine. These will be individual bedrooms. Small, yes, but they will count as individual bedrooms that work perfectly fine. And then it gives us the ability to build like little flower pots here or something like that later on. And then this room here is probably going to be the primary dining area, maybe a little bit of crafting. So it'll be nice. Oops, not door. My bad. But... So something kind of like this. And then what we'll do is have... This is going to be a storage area. And then we'll probably extend this a little bit more. You know what? Just because the size is a little bit meh with the mountain there, we'll just extend this out a little bit like this. If we put one of the comms things in here, we'll easily reach everything over here. And then we're going to want a door, say, here, 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 and probably a couple in and out of this area. as well. So that's going to be our starting base. We're going to set up a dining table quite early as well, and that's going to be fine. So we're chopping down trees so we can build this. Now, if I recall, Aelfiend's construction is... Oh, he can't even plant cut, so that's fine. So Aelfiend's going to start building this while everyone else is busy chopping down trees. Yep, a nice prison. That is the one downside. We can use this perfectly fine for our colonists. This doesn't work out very well for prisoners because they have to be able to roam around when they're awake, and we have to have someone to go in there, bring them food, and also chat with them from time to time. So as per usual, the prisoners are going to have these bigger, fancier rooms, and we're going to say, look how awesome our colony is. Don't you want to join us? We all have really fancy bedrooms exactly like this one. And then when you join us, then they get stuck in one of these tiny little ones. We actually have enough room for another set of bedrooms exactly the same over here. So just like this, we have enough space for like a colony of 10 people. Think about that compared to what I normally do with like my 5x5 or 6x6 bedrooms. You use so much less material, so much less cleaning. That was one of the problems with Happy Town, is our colony is really widespread. It took so much work just to sort of break even. And we're having problems sort of treading water and weren't making enough forward progress, at least not the kind that I would want. So we're going to do that. And this room here will be our initial stockpile as well. Oh, wrong zone. Stockpile is going to go in there. So we'll do that, and then we'll set up some farming outside. So this is marshy soil. It looks like we actually can grow on this, although the limestone you can't, which makes this a little inconvenient. We gotta figure out where we're gonna set up our farms. I don't know, maybe like right here. And then later what we can do is extend our walls out and around this way, and then again, make sort of maybe the kill zone. I guess I was talking about building here and then having the kill zone facing south. You know what, this is fine. We can do this and then have the kill zone maybe up over here or something. We'll figure something out. What's the blue bar below? Oh, the 53% over there. Over there is the donation counter to reach our goal. I know I would like it to have more information, but we've got a goal of $10,000 raised for the Extra Life Children's Charity. We are currently at 53%, which means we've raised $5,300, and I will be streaming for 1 hour for every $1,000 we get in here. So if we meet our goal, I'll be streaming for 10 hours. If we exceed that, last year we did $16,000. So, yeah. Last year I did do a mistake where I said every $100 I would drink some whiskey. That worked out very badly for me. We will be breaking out the whiskey later on, but I will not be tying it to specific numbers because you people are evil and want to kill my liver. So we got our beds and the roofs are starting to go up, but it is raining as well, so people are going to be sleeping potentially in the rain here because I don't think we'll actually get the roof up for the first night, which is a bit of a shame. Now I could have focus the construction to make sure that all these get done first. But the first day, we're not going to have mood problems. People have the new colony enthusiasm, right? If we take a look at Aelfiend over here. Oh, he wants a body part. We have a prostophile. Ooh, and a prostophobe. Interesting. So he's going to be unhappy until he gets a bionic body part. Or she is, actually. Aelfiend's female. Feeling bad, ugly environment. Yeah, that's true. And then you might sleep in the rain. You'll be sleeping on the ground as well. Ba-da-da-na-na-na-na. The Drunk Advisor says 55% now. It is! Hey! Excellent! And yeah, I wish I could have gotten the pop-up to work in real time. I feel terrible about that, but... I mean, I guess I didn't make the technology, and it was the only one I could find. But it would be nice to get that working a little bit better. Yeah, make sure... Okay, you're already building that. Good. Because if you finish that, all the bedrooms are actually going to be covered indoors. We are not going to sleep outside on our very first night. That's great! 2 prostophobes and 1 prostophile. Really? Do they all have... No. Eukofin is beautiful. Prostophile, prostophobe. Eukofin doesn't care either way. Beautiful, beautiful Eukofin. Hope I'm right, but I'm pretty sure Petri is Eukofin. I suppose I could be safe and just rename you to Petri. Maybe I'll do that, just in case I'm getting the username confused. And I would feel bad. So you're going to be renamed to Petri, because, or Petri, because that's the name of the person who gave the donation. But I think I was right. So after the 10K goal, the drinking starts. That would be one way to do it, yeah. That would definitely be a way to do it. What is this game? This is Rimworld. Rimworld is a sort of base building game, colony simulator, a couple of different ways to describe it. It is an extraordinarily detailed game about surviving. Your people have just crash landed on this planet, and you're going to have to survive. You need to make food, you need to survive against pirate raiders, you need to do all that. So we're going to finish all these walls, because I like that. I think that's quite good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get Aelfiend to work on a dining room table for us, while everyone else should start doing some hauling and bringing things indoors. What time is it? 1900 hours. Okay. So actually, we still have a few more hours until the sleep begins. There we go. Almost done. A little bit more. Some tree chopping. We've got lots of wood, which is great. I mean, we dropped with some, and then, of course, I designated some trees to be chopped, and we chopped some more just to get the building up and running. There's bed. Well, I guess that's fine. Go to sleep. Where's Aelfiend? Oh, you're hauling some survival meals, which were on the map somewhere. That's the nice thing about doing that mass unforbidding. So everyone's going to sleep on the ground here, but they've all got their bedrooms. They're all indoors on our first day. Fan-frickin-tastic. Sienna, stay. Thank you very much for the sub. So, nothing. Everything hasn't quite finished roofing in here, but that's okay. So, I still want to haul a few more things in, but I am going to go for and this is unusual for me, a very early dining table, which we're going to go and put, say, here, and I think 2 chairs is going to be sufficient. We'll do that. With the build quality, I don't think I'm going to enforce a particular quality now. It's a little too early for that kind of stuff, so we're just going to go with having a table. There's going to be some more hauling being done. We do have to plant our crops relatively soon, though. We do have a big, generous growing period. We also have a lot of possibility for hunting, although that will require us to get a butcher's workshop up first. There we go, the roofing going down. Lots of rain. Of course, we are in the rainforest, so that kind of makes sense. And you're going to be hauling more survival meals over there. And what kind of critters are that? Capybara. Okay. I don't think they're going to start attacking us, so that's probably okay. Hell no, thanks for the sub! How would one survive without a dining table? I know. Well, and that's one of the reasons I don't usually make it a priority, but it does lead to, like, bad moodlets if people always have to eat their meals on the ground. And so, you know, increasing the joy a little sooner actually turns out that might have a bit more of a payoff than I've been, you know, properly giving credit to in the past. So, what we're going to do next is we are going to set up our farming area. Now, we may end up greenhousing that later on, which means, like, the sweet size for that is going to be 11 by 11. So what I'm thinking is, like, right outside our door here, I'm going to go and make a big 11 by 11 farm. Because if we get the sun lamp in the middle, you can see it basically covers all that spot except for the corners. Although the corners will still grow as well. But that's also a good place to put heaters and things like that. So we may consider greenhousing this in the winter. And it can lead to extra security anyway. So this is just going to be potatoes for now. Actually, do I even want this much potato? No. Wow, it's very hard to actually see the area. We are going to get the tilled floor. Yeah, I can't see shit here. So that's really annoying. Let me cancel that. Just happens to be the color of the zone. And let me move up a little bit more. Let me put down the tilled floor first, because that'll be more visible. Excellent. And yeah, I'll make the big growing area here. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete a section of it, say that much, and I'm going to build a new growing zone in that corner. And this one here, I don't know if we have the skill for it quite yet, but we're going to try to grow some heel root very early. Oh, we do have the skill for it, so that's going to be fine. We could do cotton, we could do other things, but I think this is going to be good. You know, mostly potatoes, a little bit of heel root as early as possible. That's going to be okay. And that's going to be Petri over there, our cook, is going to go and plot that to be growing. Boom, 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 boom. Your drunk advisor's happy today because the Christmas beer have come out yesterday. Ooh, Christmas beers! Yeah, we always get a bunch of Christmas beers and ales here too. So we're going to clear this area, for one. You know, get the bushes, chop down the trees, that sort of thing. The tiled or tilled soil floor increases fertility, which makes the growing quite nice. And we'll need some power soon too. You know, so that they don't have to sit in the dark anymore. No one's actually idle, which is fine. You're actually just meditating in your room, which is actually something I don't think they'll be able to do once I build some beds here, because they can't just stand on the bed. So we'll have to give them some other joy things. Actually, it's probably a good idea, because this costs us basically nothing. I'm going to put down a horseshoe pin, say, right here. So, just a little bit of wood, build the horseshoe pin, and that'll give them an extra joy option, which is quite nice. And you do move the stone away. Nice. We have to put a proper stone dumping stockpile soon. Excellent. You guys are having your meal in your dark, but at least you're sitting down. See, you're going to be happy about that, right? Plant the crops, do some hauling, and yeah, we want power soon, but I think we can afford to wait a little bit longer. We'll get this planted down, and then we'll work on the production. Does meditating involve smoke leaf? Not yet. Are you going to use the door/roof trap? I don't know. Do I have a pet ostrich? No, don't. It'd be nice if we did. We have an ostrich sleeping, or an emu sleeping in our base, but it's not, actually doesn't belong to us. We could hunt it or something, but we don't have a butcher's place yet, so it doesn't seem very pointed. We could, like, start taming alpacas and do something like that. I don't remember what kind of animal handling skill we've got. Yeah, we've got no one who's particularly strong at that, so we'll probably just hunt them. If tilled soil increases fertility, why would we use potatoes and not rice? I guess that's a point. I mean, we could diversify our crops, but nah, it's okay. Potatoes fine. Boom. I'll flag these things to be hauled. Need defense, need meal source. Yes, I know. We'll let that planting keep going. It's going to be fine. All right. So, it probably... I think I'm going to get electricity up ASAP. And I think I'm just going to build it off to the side here. I think that should be okay. So we'll set up a wind turbine. Like this. Yeah. That should be fine. And I do like to pair them with a solar generator early on. This should generate very easily all the power that we want in the early game. And we'll run a power conduit, a power circuit here. I'll actually run a backup one right there, because sometimes people smash the solar panels, and this way we'll still get the power there. And we'll run some power conduits along these walls like that. And then maybe like that. And that'll be good and plenty early on. Then we'll set up our cooking setup, butcher's table, a light in here, and then get a research station up quite early. Leave your animals in stockpile, they will eat your food. Yeah. Well, I don't have a limit. Sophie can run around wherever she wants. She's a cat, we don't tell her what to do. So get this stuff built up. There you go, you're planting the heel root. Very nice. And yeah, if we can get some hunting going on, it'll be handy as a source of early food before our first crop comes in. Also, we'll start to get clothing. Now, it's not a cold climate, so we're not as worried about, say, building parkas and things, but it'll still be nice to be able to build some higher quality clothing later on so that people don't walk around in, like, terrible frayed stuff. There we go. And we've got power. We will need a battery. Batteries are ugly. I don't want them to be in the main room, so I'm going to go and put them in the storage pile over here. We are going to get a lamp in here. I'm going to put it there. And I want to put down a research station and things quite early on in here. But I'm going to want to put some floor down before I put down the bigger buildings. I know the floor is not the most important thing in the universe, although A, it looks a lot nicer, and B, it reduces how much dirt we trudge around. So I'm going to start first with this room. This area. We will floor these bedrooms, and then we're going to build beds on top of that afterwards. But we still have lots of wood. We'll get this done. It'll improve the look of the area. Grow Devil Strand, makes good clothing, very defensive. Yes, we will do that. Devil Strand needs, actually, we probably have the skill for it, honestly. We need tech for it, don't we? For Devil Strand? Yeah. We need to research Devil Strand, but that might be one of the first things we do. We've got some visitors from Affections Mass. So what are the factions we've got? Or Affections Mesa, sorry. Who are our friends. Small town at the mountain, more friends over there. And 3 hostile factions. Tribe, Pirate, Pirate. Alright. So we may do some trading with them when they get here. Although I'm not sure that we'd have anything to trade at this juncture. There we go, we got a light on. Lovely. And, oh yeah, we will need somewhere to haul this stone. Which we can also use as a defense early on. Yeah, I think we'll make this the entrance of our base. Right over here. So, for right now, I'm going to make a dumping stockpile somewhere over here. We'll be able to pull this stone out of the way. Also, if there happens to be any corpses or anything like that, that'll also be nice. So, who's our talker? Chief Negotiator is Reiru, who's going to go and talk over here just to see what's what. We could buy oysters, we could buy nutrient-paste meals, components, medicine. No, I think we're good. Well, the other thing we can do when we have visitors, though, is we can talk to them, because we have the hospitality mod. I will try to entertain anyone who comes to visit. We can build up relations. It's also a good way for Reiru to train his social skill. Spend a little time conversing with people. And it'll make him that much better at... we worsen relationships. Awesome. And say it'll make him that much better at trying to recruit people later on. So we might spoil some relations for a while, but we'll do our best. There we go. Hey, they're playing horseshoes. Good. If they leave happy, we'll improve our mood. And I did start using the hospitality mod properly in my recent game that you guys haven't seen yet, but you will see soon. And holy cow, they can leave a lot of rewards behind for you, which is really nice. So if we can get a proper guest quarters up at some point, that will be wonderful. Isn't rice or berries better for growing? I don't know. Could be. Potatoes are fine. Shut up. It's good enough for Mark Watney. It's going to be good enough for us. We'll diversify later on. All right. We need a name for a town. Is it just like Extra Life Town? Maybe something like that. I think the rat's eating your meals. Yeah, we're going to have to go and hunt all those critters. But that's entirely possible. Rice grows faster, lower yield. Potatoes are medium. Corn grows slower, but has... Yeah. Yeah, there's that too. Which is one of the reasons I often like to diversify. Mushroom Village since Extra Life? Oh, I like that. That's funny. One-Upville. Okay, a couple of people want that sort of idea. So... One-Upton. That looks silly. One-Uptown. There we go. One-Uptown it is. Boom! Alright, so these guys are going to sleep on the floor. They may leave a little unhappy. Improved, worsened. Yeah, that's okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Their stay was just as expected. Oh! They left me 3 components for free! See? Hospitality mod. Really good stuff. Hey, Cynthia! With the resub, 23 months. Cheers, thank you. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so the flooring's all done. Still no one idle, which is okay, although, you know, they're not necessarily being super productive instantly. Now that the flooring's in place, what I want to do is I want to get a research bench here. I want to get a... I'm not sure where I'm going to put them. I think right outside the door, actually. There's a problem. Okay, ideally you want your cooking to happen somewhere that's clean. So probably indoors. You know what? Maybe over here. We'll cook in here. It's on the floor. It should be a little bit cleaner. Yeah, that seems okay. But I want to do my butchery outside, because that tends to leave blood behind. Sometimes it's nice to do the electric stove, say, inside your actual stockpile. But the thing is, raw meat as well as even fur is considered very ugly. So anyone who's doing cooking will become miserable quite quickly. I should probably get air conditioning up ASAP. That's the other reason for getting power. It's not just light. So I'm going to get a cooler like this. So we're going to keep this room nice and chill. Right now, the meals will last. The survival meals last forever. The berries don't go too fast, but everything else will start to spoil relatively quickly. So we'll go and do this. Hopefully we've got enough power. I mean, it's only single walls. We've got no airlock or anything like that, but we'll try to make this into a freezer. And yeah, let's go and hunt this rat. And maybe the emu as well, so that they stop eating our meals. And I do have hunting enabled. Yeah, that's Petri. Should do it at some point, although right now you're doing hauling. But there you go. Now you're going to hunt the rat. Excellent. Get them out of there. And we'll get that automated soon as well. That is some accuracy. Or he was going to go and repair something that... There we go. Petri, how's your shooting skill? Yours isn't bad, right? Yeah, you got a 7. Get better. Get better. Alright, I guess we'll set up a bill here. Add a bill. Cook fine meals. Oh, we actually have someone with the skill for that. And then simple. You're going to do until we have blah, do until we have blah. We're going to try to keep 60 fine meals if we can. When we hit that, we're going to pause and only restart the job if we go below 30 fine meals. By doing that, it stops the sort of weird thing where they hit 60, so they stop, they start doing something else, and someone eats 1 meal, so then they run back right away. Very annoying. We'll do the same thing with the simple meals. Same setup. And I'm going to require that people have a skill of at least, say, 4 to make the simple meals. It'll reduce the chance that they, food poisoning people. But fine meals will be the priority, if at all possible. So we'll set that up, and we still need someone to finish the butcher's table. And we actually may not quite have enough wood. Well, I mean, clearly, we need to chop all the wood that's inside this room to start off with. Oh yeah, it's only selecting semi-mature trees to start off with, which is okay. We'll just do this. Chinchilla's gone crazy. It's going to attack everyone it sees. Aelfine, fight back against the chinchilla. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. Oh my god! Wild chinchilla attack. Rayru, go and help. Okay, we're fine. Just go ahead and finish him off. There we go. Alright, we'll get some chinchilla meat. What kind of gun do we have equipped? Normal quality. Yeah, alright, you should do okay. And let me change the dumping stockpile. So right behind, say, the butcher here. Actually, that's not where I want you. I want a dumping stockpile that's maybe here. This is going to be, I'm going to clear everything. I'm going to tell you your critical priority for non-rotten animal corpses. There you go. And you will haul this to there instead. There we go. And the rat's going to get put there as well. Good. Because it'll be more convenient to butcher. There we go. Now we've got enough wood for the butchering table to be set up. So what we're going to tell you is butcher creature forever. And may as well keep some kibble around. Again, keep, say, 35, that's fine. Pause and restart when we're below 5, that's going to be okay. And again, make sure you got some cooking skill as well. Because I think the cat will eat the kibble, and overall I think it uses less food. I don't think kibble ever goes bad either. Tame the panther? Jungle quill, wood won't be an issue. Yeah. So we're building things out of wood pretty aggressively here. I do want to build some proper beds very soon. I'm not sure that quite yet is the time to do it. There we go. Meals are being done. Excellent. And this place is staying... It's only 9 degrees. Yeah, we're probably getting a fair amount of temperature leak over here. There are things we could do to prevent that from being as much of a problem. This is all indoors and sealed. Yeah. It's got a roof everywhere. Alright, the temperature is dropping in here. Being at night helps a little bit. I think we will get to freezing temperatures. We could go double air conditioner. We could also go and double wall things. There's a bunch of stuff we could do. Need a research project. We are going to start with... I think we're going to start with microelectronics so that we can get up our turrets as quickly as possible. We need that into the turrets, and that's going to be quite critical. I think I would like to do beds next, because right now they're getting debuffs from having slept on the floor, on the ground. So if we deconstruct, say, those two, and then we're going to set up furniture, bed, there and there. And for both of them, I'm going to say, be at least, say, good quality. It might be a little early to worry about stuff like that, but we have a pretty good constructor, right? Aelfines, yeah, an 11, yeah. Getting to at least good quality bed should be relatively easy. We actually probably want to set up a manager's table relatively early. It's quite handy to do that. You can start setting up the hunting. So we'll set up a basic manager's desk. I guess it could be inside. Adds to a little bit of clutter. But yeah, that's going to be fine. Let me also get some comfy chairs. Yeah, I guess here. There. And there. And I don't think we care about quality so much. You know what? Make sure they're at least normal quality. Honestly, it might be more important to have the higher quality here because it adds the beauty to the room. Then we can start automating some hunting. I'm not going to tell the panthers to be hunted yet because I don't think with a survival rifle there's a good enough chance that we will finish them in time. Because it can get very, very scary. We're at 57% now. Excellent. Let me do a little refresh on the page here. See what the latest donations are. We've got Anomalocaris. Thank you very much. You donated $15. Patrick with 25. Anonymous at 25. Mohammed at 25. Anonymous at 25. Anonymous at 25. Gillian82 with $100. Thank you very much. And Anonymous at 15, 25, and 15. Anton at 25. Michael at 25. Pavel at 25. Johan or Sneen at $100. Thank you so much. Oh man, you guys have been fantastic. We're at $5,701 of our goal of 10,000. If we meet that goal, then we start going cray-cray with additional stretch goals of insanity. I can't believe we've only been, well, I guess 3 hours, because 2, we started an hour early. We've only been streaming 3 hours. We've got $5,700 already. God, I love the internet. And I love this community. You guys are just the greatest. Just the greatest. It's really unbelievable. Man, oh man, oh man. We got a good bed there. You can see, so what that mod does is if the item's not good enough to match the quality we want, they'll deconstruct it, waste some of the material, and of course takes up more time, but it avoids some of the micromanagement. Like, I used to do that stuff manually. So we can say, get rid of this as well, because we've got the extra bed now. Do that, and yeah, just keep going until you get to at least good quality. And that'll be okay. Still need defenses, I agree. We actually, well, okay, our first attack is going to be basically a naked pirate. So we've got time before the first real attack starts. Doing some hauling is actually quite nice. Doing our research over here, also very, very nice. Elfine's going to do some hauling as well. Probably can't keep going because he doesn't have any wood, actually. So I am going to have to go and encourage them to chop more trees. There we go. More trees. So we need a lot of wood for our early setup over here. Kaylee from One Uptown, because it sort of already considers to be part of her base, wants to join us. She's a charity worker. Oh shit, she's too smart and neurotic? I don't think so. Oh my god. I mean, charity worker is so apt for what we're doing today. But too smart and neurotic, she's going to be flipping all the time. All the time. Greedy's also going to make it inconvenient. I cannot bring you in. I'm terribly sorry. Holy crap. Send her away. Yeah, and Greedy. Just terrible. So she wants, Greedy means she wants like the fanciest bedroom in the place, I think. And I think both too smart and neurotic lower the break threshold. It doesn't give them a negative moodlet, but it means if they have any negative moodlets, they will just like go berserk. Panther. A panther I don't think will attack us as long as it's got other things to hunt. But at some point, we're going to have to be a little bit worried about these guys. Alright, lots of trees. Now we can start our construction again. And yeah, if we get the manager's desk set up, that will automate all our tree cutting from now on, which is going to be really handy-dandy. What I'm going to do, normally I set the manager's table and just say you can cut trees from everywhere, but instead I'm going to make a new area. I'm going to rename this to tree cutting. And I'm going to set this to be only kind of near our base. So we're not going to wander like all over the map to cut down trees. Something like this. It's going to keep walking relatively minimal. And I haven't actually been setting managers' jobs to harvest berries either, because of kind of exactly the same reason. But in this more limited area, it becomes a little bit more useful. So this is a mod where you can set a job for things like mark trees to be cut. If we have less than 500 wood, mark trees to be cut. And do it only in the tree cutting area over here. Also, it'll also make sure there's no trees ever in where the wind turbines are. So we're going to set that. Same thing with berries. We're going to go and say only pick, so pick raspberries, only from fully matured plants, and only in the tree cutting area. We're going to say for hunting, you can hunt anywhere, but don't hunt panther. I wonder how dangerous it is to hunt elephants. We'll leave everything on. That's going to be okay. So we'll set that as well. And then you can set up a bunch of other extra jobs and things like that, livestock. But that's going to be okay. So we got the manager's table up, and we've got you set the managers good. Now, if we do this, it's actually very important. Oh, this is not too bad. If your hauler is also a plant cutter, you have to make sure that your hauler's priority is set higher on hauling than plant cutting. Otherwise, it's very unoptimal. But as is, it should be okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to drop you way down. Like this. So only one person, that's Reiru, who's also supposed to be a researcher and everything, is going to go around cut some trees from time to time. Is that the way we want it? Yeah, it's probably okay. We just have to make sure that the hauling happens and brings in here, because otherwise the managing tends to over-assign chopping jobs. We'll see. Oh, sleep in the goddamn beds, you goddamn fools. Here, I'm interrupting your sleep. It's because they had those areas, like, they'd claim those areas, which is all good and fair, but we have upgrades. So we're going to make some more beds over here for when our colony grows. I mean, we only need 3 right now, but it's still going to be all right. Oh, we failed to make this one good. We got this one good at the first try, which is nice. Failing again. Come on, Aelfine. At least it's another way to get training. But ideally, we'd waste less time and less materials. My God. Not having much luck over there, are we? Something's fighting. Oh, the panthers. They're all over the place. Man, there's a million of them. Oh my God, Aelfine. Okay, listen. If you end up with normal, that's going to be fine. Don't tell anyone. There. What'd you get? You got superior quality this time. Of course you did. See, I removed the pressure from him, and then it was okay. We're going to tell someone to deconstruct these ships at some point. That's fine. Aelfine, so what are you doing? Oh, you're hauling stuff, which I'm okay with. And you're going to haul the wood in here, which is also going to be good for designating things. Excellent. Wonderful. Yeah, just keep hauling that stuff in there, and that's good. We're going to start doing some walls here very, very soon, and set up sort of our first little kill zone, which we're going to use traps for. So I don't want to put any more farming down. This is going to be way more than enough food for our 3 people, especially backed up with a little bit of hunting. We're going to be okay. I mean, we don't have a ton of meals right now, but I'm feeling pretty secure food-wise. These are growing quite quickly. Look at this, 78%. We've got a huge boost to growth rate with the tilled soil, which does make the game maybe a little bit easier, but it also makes a lot of sense. Might want to set up walls to keep the panthers out. Yeah, well, and we are going to set up walls very, very, very soon here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to prep by getting a wall here, so that'll choke that area off. But yeah, we're going to start doing a bit more. And there's our first raid. Happened quite quickly. So this is a single pirate who is a meleer with no real skill, no armor, nothing. I think they do attack instantly, so we're going to want to make sure to recruit everyone up and get in here. We don't really have cover. I guess we can go over here. We don't need cover because they don't range. Mostly we'll be relying on Petri over here to do some long-range shooting. Pistol might come into play. Oh, we've already slowed her down, actually. So she must have taken an injury to the leg. Down and awake! You're not missing any body parts. Night Owl Teetotaler. You can't intellectual or craft. You're really good at growing and mining, and you can haul. I think you're getting to join our little party here. Which I guess means we're going to need a prisoner room. So I'm going to make a sleeping spot in here. Flag it as for prisoner. And we're going to capture you right away. Aelfine, could you go and capture Serenity? Thanks. Yeah, can mine like a boss. Not that there's a lot of mining to be done on this map, but, I mean, you always need to mine some material no matter what, so that's going to be okay. Yeah, Rainforest spending a fair amount of time just harvesting plants right now, which might be okay. I don't know if we need to rush the research that quickly. We're going to do a little bit of medical here. So, how recruitable are you? 71% is fine. Chat and recruit. We're going to allow you, like, full and proper medicine. Full and proper medicine. And we may have to rush getting a better prisoner room here, but we'll see. We need more space for that. Let's see. I suppose what I could do... Again, I mostly want to keep with small bedrooms, but... Oh, does the spacing not work out evenly? I guess not. Okay, I don't think I went far enough away there. That's what happened. You know, we could prep something like this. I'm going to open this up. This will be the hospital, and we'll have room for 2 prisoners over here. Or let me do it this the other way around. Yeah, that makes sense. Cancel you. Do this. These are going to be 2 prisoner rooms. This will be the hospital. And we'll do something like that. Yeah, I like that. I don't think leaving, like, the prisoner in here is necessarily that bad, except the fact that it's going to be an ugly, ugly room with no floor or anything. Yeah, we'll get the more berries collected, and then people are hauling that in right away, which is nice. Aelfiend, you're going to start building the walls. I'm not sure that's literally our highest priority for most things. I guess I didn't have to do all of it, but most of the walls go up pretty quick. And then, yeah, we'll transfer the prisoner in here. It's not going to be a very big room, but it'll have enough room for a good bed and a table. They'll feel a little crowded, but hopefully it'll be fine. But yes, we do need defense, because now we're going to get a real raid coming. And I was hoping the next thing we're going to build is wall this area off, and then get our little kill area set up. And I guess what we're going to do is, I'm going to wall there, and go through the autosave, and then wall here. Because that will seal this whole area in. This will all be the inside of our base, and the only entrances will be over on this side, and that'll be a setup towards our kill zone. Yeah, that's good. Alright, this is going to be fine enough. Committing a little bit more work for some of the space here, and I guess we can have an internal door, say, on the other side of the hospital. Maybe a couple. Well, let me cancel this one. We'll figure out what we want to do with stuff later on, but we will do this. That way we can still access this area afterwards. And I'm going to make a bed sort of here. I would like it to be a higher quality. For now, I won't worry as much about it, though. And then we can do replacements later on. But for now, it's just get to the point where you're not worried about your sleeping on the floor. I'm going to very quickly just 1 tile, wooden floor right there. And then we'll put the table over that. And then we'll wooden floor the rest of the room after. Get everything sealed in. We still have some wood, which is good. We still have wood chopping that's going to be set up from our manager, which is going to be fine. Cassowary self-tamed. I think we're just going to slaughter you. I think that's going to be okay. I don't think we actually need you around. So you're just chilling? Just chilling. That's fine. We got an eclipse, which I guess is okay. We actually have a full battery. We're not using much Minwaya power. How about this? Is this frozen yet? No, it's really not. We don't have that much food to worry about yet, but I will go ahead and get a secondary cooler up over here. Someone's birthday! Aelfiend is now 43! Unfortunately, because he's aged, he now has a bad back. Seriously? Seriously. Animal wants to be Quill's pet. Let's just slaughter it. Alright, so this is going to become a prisoner room. Boop. And then I'm going to get rid of the sleeping spot there. And then someone, the person who's supposed to be handling things, which I think is Rayru, will... Yeah, you're already going over there. You're going to lead the prisoner over to the prisoner's new room. Lovely. Alright, so now that's done, and that little piece of floor is done, I'm going to go and also make sure you've got a place to eat, so you don't eat on the floor. And I'm going to get you a light as well, which apparently can reach from there, which is interesting. Still, just for, like, the future, I'm going to run that. Okay. Get that wrapped up, and then what kind of quality bed did we get? Oh, we got a good quality bed. That's all right. It's 31 degrees outside. You are going to go... Try to maintain -4 degrees.